Hello, adventurers, and welcome to ZexTy's Tuesday update, where I'll be going over the patch notes and events. So this week there was a lot of really cool stuff that was added. The winter area was unlocked as well. So as you can see in the top left, there's Lando. But I'm going to be going through the patch notes first, and then I will go through our events and then kind of show you what we need to be doing pretty much every day for the rest of the week. So starting out with these patch notes, it does look like in this update, they've added new content, events, bug fixes, and then overall improvements to the game. So I think that's a copy and paste. It's there pretty much every week. But in this week, it's actually really, really good. So they've improved the co-op rush rewards, and new accessory memory imprints have been added to the drop table. So for Garmouth and for Often, you can now get these imprints for your accessories. So this one's for your ring, and then I think there was already one for the glove, but I could be wrong about that. And then there's a red, and then there's a pink. So I am going to kind of skim over it, but I won't be doing a full read through. But basically, they've increased the rewards that you can obtain from both Temple of Greed and Garmouth's Nest, and then they've changed the Abyssal Crystal Fluid reward to the new Abyssal to Primal Unknown Memories. So the Abyssal one is the red one, the Primal is the pink one, and that will be for the ring. So if you had any passes for this, I believe that they turned into these faded co-op scrolls, and then you can just choose between which one you want, and you'll get a chest for the rewards of the old rewards. Let's see. All additional entries, blah, 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 blah. Sent to your in-game mailbox. So this is pretty cool. I've already been getting some of the belt ones from the Bloodkin co-op rush. That's really cool. I've gotten a pink one, but I opened it and it was pretty bad. So it doesn't seem like the drop rate is too bad for these, but hopefully it'll be the same for this. Obviously we won't know until we actually get in there. And then also, these are the list of stats that you can get. So most of them are pretty much the same. I think these bottom ones are the only ones that are new. So on hit, decreased target combat resources. So basically the target resources would be like MP, Sacred Power. So these are like class specific. So like Rage would be for Berserker, Star's Breath, Magic, Shard, etc., etc. But it decreases the target's combat resources, and then on hit, decrease target crit damage, and then increase move speed at all times. So pretty interesting. It should help us, I guess, reduce our opponent's resources, so maybe they can't use all their skills, or maybe they can't have like empowered skills. So that should help, since I know that there were some buffs to these resources recently for a lot of these classes. So I guess we'll wait and see how it actually feels. So the Eversnow Valley, this is the next thing that I'll be going over. This is really, really cool. So I am gonna read this one just because it's so exciting for me. So in our previous GM note, we gave you a glimpse of the update of the Mountain of Eternal Winter that lies beyond the land of Treant. An unfamiliar guest has made his appearance in Velia before the update. From the enormous backpack in furry appearance wrapped in thick winter clothes, it's clear that this guest is from the Mountain of Eternal Winter. His name is Lando, and he is in search of an adventurer ready to hike up the Mountain of Eternal Winter with him. Perhaps this furry presence came to Velia because he couldn't wait to meet you. Lando introduces Eversnow Valley as the perfect location for you to practice warming up before hiking the mountain, with its icy winds blowing from the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Okay, so it sounds like this is just going to be like a practice. It's not going to be the full Mountain of Eternal Winter, but it is going to be the Eversnow Valley, where we'll get a little taste of what it's like. So he tells you that in blah, 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 blah. You basically need this tea before you can go up there. So yeah. So it does look like the Eversnow Valley is available during the event period. You can enter the valley via Lando and Velia, which I'm in now, and then you can enter the Eversnow Valley with a level 70 character or higher character with 5,000 or higher CP. So you need the citron tea to fight the freezing cold in the Eversnow Valley, and I'll be going more into this. So I guess for now, the rest of it, I'll still skim it, I guess, but I'm gonna go into this a little bit more detail here in a bit. So citron tea expires in 24 hours of obtaining it and can be sold to vendors when it expires. Blessings of Light will not be consumed in this zone. You can obtain Ancient Knowledge XP Scroll Chest. That's new, I think. Exquisite Black Crystals. That's awesome. Supreme XP Scrolls, which is good. And then Abyssal through Primal Memory Imprint Chest. So this is for your chest. That's pretty awesome. I'm assuming it's like for your chest, and it's not going to be like a chest with these primal memories. And more at a set chance for spoil of battle. So hot times and server hot time effects are not applied in Eversnow Valley. All other buffs can be applied. So I'm assuming like the fortune scroll, and then your little soups, I guess, your normal combat buff, and then your special combat buff. And then there were some class updates. I'm not going to go into them. There was one for Phantasma, which is what I main. So that's pretty good. But if you want to read these, you can always go up here in the top left and then click patch notes and then read them for yourself. Or I'll leave a link with someone who normally does like a full read through of these patch notes. But like for my class, I already read them. Since I'm not going over the other ones, I won't force you to listen to it. So I'm just gonna keep going, so that way we can get to the events. So there was a notice. It looks like they added an auto buy button to the Lucky Shop to increase the quality of life. So that's for anyone who uses the Lucky Shop. I don't have a lot of black pearls, so I don't really use it. And then UI added Bloodkin Rush to the list of convenient where social tokens can be obtained. Okay, so of content. Sorry, I said convenient. A list of content where social tokens can be obtained. And then improvements, UI improved the ready and start button to be visible in party, blah, 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 blah. Nothing too crazy. So I'm just skimming this. They improved this where if you were to get like a notification that says Merchant Union delivery available, it'll just auto path you to Lucy. Let's see. Nothing too crazy. There were some bug fixes for these classes. And I'll kind of like hold it here if you want to read them. It wasn't too game breaking, it seems like. I skimmed this earlier, so. System fixed an issue where burn damage inflicted by primal memory imprints were able to be replaced by burn damage from abyssal memory imprints. So if you had like two memories that had burn, and your primal had started burning, it would be overrode by your abyssal. So it wasn't stacking, it was just going to the lower tier one, which is not good, but that's good that it was fixed. You should really only have one burn imprint anyways, but sometimes there's like a second skill on there that people really want, so makes sense. Fix an issue all time. Okay, cool. And then there's all these events starting, which this is really exciting. There's a whole lot of stuff to get us some nice little goodies. So I will go over the next thing, which is Pearl Shop. And then they added some special packages, so Lucky Path of Glory, Lucky Con, all those. But I don't really buy stuff, so there are new outfits. I believe they had this outfit the other week for other classes, but now they've added them for two more. So this is Superius for Igneous and Sage. So this is what it looks like, and then again, I think it would look really good if you were to dye it. So that's exciting. But that's pretty much it for the patch notes. So let's go ahead and get into the events, and then I'll get a little bit more into Lando's and his event. So looking at the events, we have the Eversnow Valley is here. So again, this is going to be the Eversnow Valley where you can kind of get a taste of the frozen mountain region. So I'm going to read this over. You can enter Eversnow Valley by talking to Lando and Velia. You can adventure in Eversnow Valley for 20 minutes per citron tea. So it's just like the desert and the water. So you'll only be able to get so many per day. and it only gives you 20 minutes per day. So hot time effects will not be applied in this event. You can participate in this event with a level 70 or higher character. And then how to acquire Citron Tea: you can obtain 1 per day from the Prepare for the Mountain of Eternal Winter event and in-game mailbox respectively. So to start, you'll pretty much just click this and then Path to Lando. I'll do that once I go through the rest of the events though. So I guess really this is the first event. So Prepare for Mountain of Eternal Winter. So it looks like event number 1, Eversnow Valley entry material. So consume 200 stamina and then you can get this Citron Tea, which again you need to actually get in there. And then after you use 10 of these teas, you'll get this cool memory imprint chest. So it'll give you either Abyssal or Primal, and it's for your main weapon all the way through your shoes. So good luck trying to get these Primals. That would be really nice if you do. And then the next event is going to be Battle for Fort Shultz. So this is going to be kind of like a timed event, like timed as in you can only do it during certain periods of time. So you'll claim the Fort Shultz pass from your mailbox during the above time. So on Wednesday you can get it from 1800 to 2330. Yeah. And then participate in the event via the event icon. So there's going to be an event icon right here next to your map. You'll just click that whenever you have your ticket, and then you can enter. I believe they've done this before where you pretty much group up with a bunch of adventurers. I think there's 10, and then you kind of go through the fort until you get to the final boss, and then you get some pretty good rewards. So every time you do this, you'll get these rewards, the whole thing, not just one. So you'll get an Acrad, you'll get a dimensional fragments, so you get 50 chaos cores, 25 chaos cores, crystal chest, and then magical essence. So that's pretty good. It's super easy. Actually, I shouldn't say it's super easy. The actual reclaiming the castle, the battle, is kind of tough. But it's interesting. It's different content, so I really like this and I appreciate it, and it gives you a little bit more thought while you're doing it. So that's always nice. And then this one's just a login event. So every day you log in, you'll just have to check in and then claim your reward. So it looks like you can also get some raid chests and some black pearls. So that's really nice. The next one, you're gonna have to click start to begin it. So this is gonna be rock paper scissors, but I believe the way this works is you'll have to obtain these different cards and you can play them down. So let's go ahead and click participate in event. So you'll have to defeat enemies to get these, and then you'll also have to use your cards to get these. But basically Black Spirit has 6 cards and it's kind of the same as yours, but he has 2 of each. You can have as many as you have. So say he starts with rock, and then I throw rock. I won't win. So I think you just get you don't get anything, honestly. But then he only has 1 more rock card, so he's more likely to use paper and scissors. So keep that in mind. So every time that he uses one, he won't be able to use it again until you finish all 6 of them. So theoretically, at the very end, you should be guaranteed to get the last one. Or if he throws 2 rock, 2 paper, then you know he only has scissors left, so you can just throw 2 rock at the very end and then get 2 wins. So that's a brief explanation, but basically to get these cards, make sure that you're defeating these enemies every day, and then using your cards as well. So you can also get some from doing these golden rock paper scissors. So I think that whenever you use these, you'll get better rewards. So whenever you're guaranteed to know what's going to be his last card, make sure that that's when you use those golden cards. And then for this, you'll just need to do some boss rushes, some Black Spirit quests, and then daily tasks. It looks like this isn't just one day. This is like a whole event, so you'll only get 6 of these in total. So keep that in mind and try not to waste them. The next one's going to be this Treant Spirit's Lucky Chest. So it's just a login event. Just stay logged in for 2 hours, and then you can get this chest. So you can either do the challenge chest, which is like a 50% chance to get the lucky chest, which is the next level, or you'll get like a pretty bad reward, and then it kind of keeps going. So you can keep doing the lucky chest, keep going, and then the max reward is going to be 8,000 adventure tokens, which is going to be 80 constellation rushes. It's up to you. I personally don't know what I'll do yet, but I guess I'll see soon. I might just take the 1,000 and be happy with that. So just be aware you'll have to do this pretty much every day. Log in for 2 hours, and then if you do it 4 times, you'll get 5 of these chests. So, and then the last ones are just the same ones that we already had, the lucky puzzle event, and then the puzzle piece daily. So I am going to go back to this Eversnow Valley is here event. So I'm going to go ahead and start it and pretty much take a look at it for y'all, and let's see what it's all about. We'll see if we have to do like a quest or anything. So let's talk to Lando. Hello, the name is Lando. Are you the adventurer who's going to hike up the mountain? Oh, it's auto it's auto going for me. Basically, he's saying that you need the tea. Practice warming up with citron tea. Okay. Well, now what, Lando? So I guess let's go ahead and collect these rewards. It seems like so use event citron tea. So it's kind of similar to doing the Chaos Rift. So like one of these, you're gonna have to enter, and I think once you enter, the clock is ticking. So whenever you do this, make sure that you're actually ready to go in there. I'm gonna hold off for right now, actually, and then I'll go in. Freak it, I'll go in right now. Probably gonna be super busy though. So we'll come in here, but whenever you're in here, make sure that you do your normal combat buff and your advanced combat buff. Just because this is going to be like, these are pretty good drops, so you'll want to make sure that you actually get them as frequently as possible. And then if you really want to, you can also use these scrolls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save up, and I'm just going to use like 3 citron teas at a time. That way, maybe you can't save up. I guess I'll have to follow up on this. But I'm going to try to use fortune scrolls for this just because the rewards are so good. So it is still going to be these drops right here. So Eversnow Valley is available, blah, 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 blah. These drops right here. So you can obtain Ancient Knowledge XP, Scroll Chest, Exquisite Black Crystal, Supreme XP, the Memories, and then more from the Spoils of Battle. So different stuff, but I don't see on here what the actual drop table is, so that's a little strange. But let's go ahead and explore really quickly. And it doesn't look like I'm alone because I just saw someone else go by me. So it seems like people want to come in a little bit deeper. I want to see if I can go into what I would do is I would go in here, but I'm a little bit worried that I'm just going to keep getting killed. So for the sake of getting drops like these, I'm going to stay in non-outlaw mode. So there actually was one more thing that I wanted to say. So in these drops, I had said that you can also get these exquisite black crystals. You can actually also disassemble them. So technically that means that these drop restoration scrolls. So whenever you get these as a drop, you just go to craft, disassembly, figure out which one it is. So it could be one of these. And then all you have to do is it says craft, but it's going to give you these resources. So you'll get restoration scrolls as a result. So that's really awesome. And then also you'll get some Valks. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's something that I didn't realize when I was initially recording this, so I did just want to let you know that as well. So good luck with your drops. But anyways, that's pretty much it for me. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out, and let me know what you'd like to see in the future. And as always, if you would, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.